had that feeling that you're surrounded by all of these different commitments and you realize that you don't really know how to handle them? As students, we have the task of performing well in academics, we often have extracurriculars, and we probably still have other things to do. I often feel like I'm falling behind, whether cramming for a test the day before or doing last-minute practice for a piano recital. I usually end up scrolling through Instagram and I get nothing done. I've spent so long trying to find a way to become a more productive student. The answer came to me when I least expected it. Last summer, I went to India to visit family. My aunt was staying with us in our Mumbai apartment, and I didn't really know that much about her. I was entering one of the rooms to go grab something, and I saw her sitting on the bed with her eyes closed. Wow, I thought, this is really embarrassing. I wonder what she's up to. And just when I was about to leave the room, my aunt opened her eyes. My curiosity got the better of me, and I asked her what she was doing. She told me that she was meditating, and then she asked if I wanted to join her. I thought, why not? So I sat on the bed and meditated with her. I didn't know that she had set a timer for 20 minutes. Initially, I was pretty calm. It was relaxing to sit in silence. After about 5 minutes, I felt anxious, and I kept getting this feeling of wanting to escape that room and hope that my aunt wouldn't notice. 20 minutes is a lot longer than you think when you're sitting in silence, just focusing on your breath going in and out. But after a while, it got easier to concentrate, and I felt all of the distractions go away. I was free from the painful apprehension of waiting for it to end, and it felt pretty nice. That was the exact moment that it ended. I slowly opened my eyes after my aunt had recited some chant which I couldn't understand. It was honestly insane how just sitting and closing my eyes could make me feel so much better. After summer ended, during junior year, I found that I kept craving that feeling of release that I got in India. My classes were really difficult for me, and I had a bunch of extracurriculars. I also kept seeing news about the climate crisis, current political state, and other issues, which made me feel really stressed out. Meditation has the potential to address the stress of daily life as well as improve productivity. But before I talk about all the benefits of meditation, let me explain what exactly meditation is. Meditation is a practice that involves focusing or clearing your mind by using a combination of mental and physical techniques. Basically, your sole objective is to focus all your attention on something in the present. There's no one way that this should be done. It can be anything from yoga to literally just reflecting on your feelings in the moment. Now, I hope this made it a little easier to understand, but just in case it still makes absolutely no sense, I have 3 common examples of different types of meditation. The first type is breath meditation. In this, you focus on your breath going in and out, and if you get distracted, just return your mind back to your breath. You don't have to change your breathing in any way, and you can close your eyes or keep them open. The next type is sound meditation. In this, you focus on any sounds around you, listening to what's going on at the moment. There's even music that's designed specifically for this purpose, but you could do this literally anywhere. The last type, and in my opinion, the easiest one to practice, is something I like to call awareness meditation. You focus on any sensations you feel. For example, it could be the ground beneath you, or your movement when walking, or even your abdomen rising and falling when you breathe. Now, these 3 examples of meditation fall under the broad category of mindfulness meditation, which, as you can probably tell by now, is just a fancy way of saying that you're focusing your attention on something in the present. So, what are the benefits of meditation? And how can it help high schoolers with all of their commitments? Research shows that meditation decreases anxiety and increases concentration by activating higher order brain mechanisms, improving productivity in everyday life. Now, I'm sure that we all know meditation is designed to make you feel calm. But how exactly does it do this? Meditation activates certain regions in the brain designed to reduce stress. The ventromedial prefrontal cortex, or VMPFC, helps with things like emotional regulation and risk management. The bilateral anterior insula is located deep within the brain and helps with things like the sense of self. Finally, the SII processes physical sensations to aid memory and attention. Keep in mind, I only listed a few examples of the areas of the brain affected by meditation, but there's so many more. All of these areas are collectively known as higher order brain mechanisms, which are basically brain functions involved in more complex cognitive processes. But the arguably most important function impacted by meditation is the amygdala. The amygdala is an almond-shaped structure in the center of your brain, and it's primarily involved with survival instincts. Think fight or flight. But it also contributes to aggression, fear, and behaviors related to addiction. Now, I just want to clarify that this structure isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's pretty important for humans. But a lot of activity in it contributes to anxiety. Now, there's been research showing that both short and long-term meditation decreases activity in the amygdala, and it can even shrink the amygdala itself, simultaneously improving the areas of the brain focused on concentration. Now, I find this incredibly fascinating. The idea that meditation can not only activate certain regions of the brain, but transform brain structure itself. When it's the end of the school year and you're feeling really stressed about all your exams and stuff like that, just taking the time to slow down for even a few minutes lets anxiety not get in the way of doing work. Anxiety over the difficult nature of work is one of the main causes of procrastination. And this may seem counterintuitive, but perfectionists tend to be the most affected by procrastination. They often face an invisible barrier to getting work done, over the fear of possibly failing. I often suffer from this problem, and it has really helped me when I've meditated to not get in my head. Meditation can also improve concentration. By continuously returning your mind back to your breath or any other sensations, your brain acts like a tool that gets sharpened over time, improving productivity in everyday life. Executive attention control is the process of being able to focus on specific tasks while not getting distracted. This is key to things like problem solving and planning, and it's been shown to be greatly improved by meditation. So, how does this help? There's a reason why Olympic athlete trainer Kristen Kime starts their training off with meditation. It can be used from anything from concentrating better on tests to even before sports events. I like to meditate before piano recitals to decrease the risk of getting distracted while playing and messing up. And to be totally honest, I meditated before this talk. Now, how can this actually be implemented? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to sign up for a bunch of meditation classes or even do meditation for 20 minutes like I did in India. Really, all it takes is 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes out of your day whenever you're feeling stressed about literally anything, or you know that you're going to waste time on your phone. Select your chosen type of meditation to do for those 5 minutes, and after that, I guarantee you'll feel instantly refreshed and ready to work. Oh, and also, I recommend looking up a gentle meditation timer, because if you use a normal one, you'll get pretty frightened when it rings. And I know there's a whole stereotype about how meditation might be considered cringe. But the thing is, you don't have to tell anyone that you're doing this. It can be your little secret. No one has to know about it. Before you know it, meditation will slowly infiltrate into your life, and you wonder how you went without it. All it takes is one try, and I encourage you all to take a chance on this irreplaceable, extremely underrated productivity strategy.